Hey, what's up guys? Cesar Sanchez here with Move with Cesar. And for today's video, this is part 3 of how to improve the flexibility of your hamstrings. If you have not watched my other 2 videos, please go ahead and watch those videos because that's where I explain how to basically perform dynamic stretches. Then on this 3rd video, which is part 3, we're gonna be focusing mainly on activations, right? So one of the things that I had mentioned on part 1 is that oftentimes when we stretch the hamstrings too much, but we don't reassociate tension on the muscle that's reciprocating tension with the hamstrings. In this case, it is the muscles in the front, your hip flexors, as well as your thighs. When you don't activate these muscles, you can stretch your hamstrings all you want, but then eventually the tightness is gonna come back. And so what we're gonna do in this particular video is focus mainly on activation drills so that you can further open up your hamstrings and keep them flexible most of the time. So what we're gonna do first, we're gonna perform an exercise called reverse squat. So feet wide, around probably wider than shoulder width. From here, and let's bring the camera around. From here, I'm gonna go ahead and bend down, flex your knees, connect your belly and your thigh, then grab your big toe. What I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna sit down into a deep squat. So keep your elbows straight, push your knees out, chest up, keep your torso straight. From here, while you're holding your toes, I'm going to shoot my hips towards the ceiling with an exhale. You're gonna feel the bottom portion of your hamstrings opening. Then go ahead and inhale and sit, keep your elbows straight, chest up, keep your spine neutral. Exhale, shoot the hips towards the ceiling. Inhale, go ahead and sit. Exhale, go ahead and shoot the hips up. Usually after a couple of reps, you're gonna notice how your hamstrings are becoming more flexible. Make sure you don't hold your breath. Exhale through your mouth. Inhale through your nose. Let's do one more rep. Good. Next exercise is going to be a drill against the wall. So let's bring the camera over here. So we're gonna begin by placing your hands on the wall. From here, I'm going to perform a hip hinge. So hinge at the hips, keep your knees slightly bent. Bring your hands down, just make sure your hands are in line with your shoulders. From here, I'm going to push my hips back, almost as if I were doing a Romanian deadlift. Once I'm in this position, watch my hips. Okay, untuck your tailbone. You want to be able to shoot your hips towards the sky. What this is going to do, it's going to create a stretching reflex on the upper portion of your glutes, the gluteal fold. From here, go ahead and just come up. Squeeze your glutes. Keep your knees straight. As you bend, as you hip hinge, slightly bend the knees, push your hips towards the ceiling. You should see a straight line between my head and my hips. Exhale, come up, squeeze your knees and glutes. Inhale, hip hinge. Keep your head and your hips in line. Keep your knees slightly bent and push your hips up. It's almost like you're exposing, it's almost as if you were exposing your glutes. Exhale, come up. Squeeze your knees and glutes. And let's do one more rep. Hip hinge. And then come up. Okay, exercise number 3. And with this particular exercise, we're gonna be focusing on activating the connective tissue known as the front line. So these are muscles that go from your neck, and they pass through your torso, your abs, your hip flexors, your thighs, your shins, and they connect with your feet. So we wanna make sure that every single muscle that's visible, that you can see, will be activated. What this is gonna do, it's going to create a stretching reflex on the opposite side. In this case, your calves, your hamstrings, muscles of your back, and your upper back. Okay, so this is known as the dead bugs in the fitness industry. So back flat, extend your legs straight up and pull your toes towards your shin bone. Some people, when they're too tight, they begin to shake here, and you're gonna see this happening a lot. Okay, what we wanna do here, straighten out your knees and pull your toes down. You should see a straight line between my hips and my feet. Extend your arms, lift your head off the floor, and bring one leg down along with your opposite arm. Keep your core tight, keep your thigh engaged, keep your toes pulled towards your shin bone. Then come back to center. Other side. As you can see, it's really hard to talk while I'm doing this. Then do the opposite side. One arm, opposite leg. Make sure you breathe. Let's do one more rep. And one more on the other side. Okay, exercise number 4, and this is gonna be the last one. Let's bring the camera on this side, please. So this is known as the seated straddle. This is one of my favorite corrective exercises to not only open up your hamstrings, also strengthen your quads and open up muscles of your lower back, okay? So first thing first, you're gonna get into this seated straddle position. For some people, doing this basically split, it's really hard as they don't have really good mobility and they end up rounding the lower back. They can't even extend their hips fully, okay? So what I'm gonna recommend you to do, use a yoga block. Put a yoga block underneath your hips so that you can elevate your hips and allow this knee extension to occur, okay? So from here, once we have this seated straddle, I want you to grab your calves, straighten out your knee, squeeze both of your thighs, pull your toes towards your shin bone. Then from here, you're gonna reach towards the ceiling, then grab the back of your head. Once you feel that stretch in your hamstrings and your lower back, slowly let go and go to the other side. Grab your calf, straighten out your knees, reach up, grab the back of your head, and pull the elbow across your head. Let go, grab, straighten out, elevate your elbow, reach up, grab the back of your head. Notice how, as I'm doing this, I'm not holding this position for about 30 seconds. I'm following a breathing pace. So once I get to that sticky point where I'm stretching, I'm exhaling. When I'm done with the exhalation, then I go to the other side. Grab, reach up. One more rep. All right, so I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification button, share this video with someone who you think might benefit from this drill. This is Cesar Sanchez. Have a great day.